through its embassy in Washington, D.C., has once again reaffirmed its strong interest in acquiring F-16 Viper multi-role fighter jets and complementary land-based defense systems from the United States. This diplomatic engagement signals Manila's continued commitment to advancing its military modernization objectives under the framework of the Comprehensive Archipelagic Defense Concept (CADC), an evolving doctrine designed to fortify the country's national defense posture amid rising geopolitical challenges, particularly in Indo-Pacific. This renewed interest closely follows a public release by the U.S. Defense Security Cooperation Agency (DSCA), which outlined foreign military sale (FMS) of at least 20 F-16 Viper fighter aircraft to the Philippines. The comprehensive package, which includes precision-guided munitions, training, spare parts and logistics support, is estimated to be worth approximately $5.58 billion. While the sale is subject to the further negotiations and congressional approval, the notification underscores the seriousness of both Manila and Washington in deepening defense ties at the time of rising regional security threats. The F-16 Viper deal is emblematic of the Philippines' border military modernization trajectory under the revised Armed Forces of the Philippines Modernization Program. The acquisition of modern multi-role fighter jets has long been one of the Department of National Defense (DND) highest priorities, particularly under the Multi-Role Fighter Acquisition Project. The aim is to replace the Philippines Air Force's aging fleet of FA-50 combat aircraft with a capable platform that can defend the country's airspace, deter aggression and integrate into joint and allied operations. The pursuit of the F-16 Viper aligns seamlessly with the strategic principles of the CADC, which seeks to build a credible defense posture centered on the protection of archipelago's maritime and air domains. As the Philippines contends with increasingly assertive actions in the West Philippine Sea and the border South China Sea region, having a modern air combat capability is no longer a luxury, but a strategically necessary. The inclusion of a land-based system in the broader modernization effort further illustrates the Philippines' defense establishment's intent to build a layered and multi-domain defense architecture. These ground-based systems, ranging from air defense radars to missile batteries and coastal defense capabilities, serve as key enablers of integrated deterrence. When deployed as key strategic locations in Luzon, the Visayas, and Mindanao, they will enhance the armed forces of the Philippines' AFP capacity to defend against both traditional and hybrid threats. One of the major challenges confronting the Philippines' defense sector is how to sustainably finance such a high-value acquisition. While the country's General Appropriations Act, GAA, provides baseline funding for large-scale procurements, such as the F-16 package. In response, the DND has pursued a creative financing model, an approach that seeks to leverage alternative funding sources, including public-private partnerships, long-term loans and concessional agreements with strategic partners. Creative financing represents a bold and pragmatic strategy by the Philippines government to bypass the limitations of annual budget constraints while maintaining momentum in its modernization efforts. According to defense officials, the model is designed not only to expedite acquisition, but also to provide greater flexibility in aligning procurement timeliness with strategic priorities. In this regard, the $5.58 billion FMS package for the F-16s and land-based systems serves as a test case for the viability of creative financing mechanisms in supporting high-value defense projects. Moreover, this approach reflects the growing recognition within the DND that modernization must be continuous, proactive, and resilient to bureaucratic and fiscal bottlenecks. As the AFP seeks to transition into a modern, fully capable force by the 2030s, sustained access to funding streams will be critical to success. The Lockheed Martin F-16 Viper is among the most proven and widely deployed multi-role fighter aircraft in the world. With over 4,600 units built and operated by more than 24 countries, the Viper offers a balance of affordability, versatility, and combat performance. It is capable of conducting a wide array of missions from air-to-air combat to ground strike, maritime interdiction and intelligence, surveillance and reconnaissance, ISR. For the Philippine Air Force, the F-16's acquisition would represent a quantum leap in capability. Compared to the current fleet of FA-50PH light fighters, the Viper offers longer range, higher payload capacity, and access to the broader suite of munitions and avionics. Its advanced radar system and network-centric warfare capabilities would also have enabled better interoperability with allied forces, including those of the United States, Japan, and Australia. This interoperability is particularly given the Philippines' growing participation in multinational exercises such as Balikatan, Sama-Sama, and Kamandog. The Viper would allow Filipino pilots to operate seamlessly alongside their U.S. and regional counterparts. thereby enhancing joint mission effectiveness and contributing to collective defense in the Indo-Pacific.